We good to start?
You can start.
Okay.
We're ready.
Alright, we're live. Whew. We have scrim here. Yeagerists facing off against LB. I don't know if that's short for something or not. I'm assuming it is. I don't want to know what the answer to that question is. At least not at the moment. Best of one on Clubhouse. I'm not sure if it's a wager or not. I know Canada was looking for wagers, for big money wagers at that, but nobody seemed to want to wager against him. I was originally slated to cast their game, Yeagerists' game, against Jokers at 7:30, but after they rescheduled from Friday, they just forfeited. Jokers did. So, got my first taste of Yeagerist. I have yet to see LB, though I've seen plenty of their players play. You know, Sparks, just an overall well-rounded player. Same thing with Donut. I've seen him play a couple times with some 808 rosters, if I remember correctly. Used to be with a team called 808 Phobia, and then on the other side, Yeagerists. They do remind me of a team akin to Durag. They just actually played Durag last night. That was my first taste of watching them play. They ended up losing that match 8-7. So the fact that they nearly beat Durag is astounding because that team has no competition. But Yeagerists, apparently like a top rank stack in the world. And I mean, from the lineup, they clearly have it. You know, they have Shooks, Joey, and Zad. I believe all of those players also play or played for Durag. And then saw Meow in Canada play, so this is sort of their core roster, it seems, is these five, and, you know, a very aggressive team, very ranked style team. The issues that I saw that that I'm going to be looking out for, that we should look out for, that they should keep in mind and adjust and adapt to is, at least on this offensive half, they are going to want to avoid making their push one-dimensional. They struggled at times against Durag in generating a lot of pressure. Sure, they would generate pressure, but it would just end up being on one aspect of the site. You know, it would end up sort of falling flat, and so Durag was able to sort of collapse on the push and destroy it. If they want to succeed, especially against highly skilled teams, what they will need to do is they will need to apply some sort of ghost pressure, or at the very least, you know, play some mind games, open up some walls and hatches to make the defense uncomfortable with just collapsing in on a push. You know, you don't have to necessarily run a pincer push, but that is a good way to do it. Or even simply having somebody or something generating the sense of pressure on a side of the objective. Talk about the bans very quickly now as getting into the first round here. Jedi Joey looking to get an opening kill for his team now. Trying to deal with, I think, the echo there of Gino, who strangely enough is roaming here. Nitro gonna go out from Donut though, blasts off Jedi Joey. Probably not the way that they wanted this round to start off, as with a new member of Team Rocket there for Yeagerists. But just very, very aggressive roam, sort of SSG-esque roam here. Obviously not the exact same lineup as that classic roam. Gino gonna take down Shooks here as this Yeagerists lineup is quickly disintegrating. Now Meow looking frag. Fortunately for him, gonna lose a good chunk of damage there, courtesy of Donut playing a bit of, or pardon me, Gino. Donut getting an opening frag, but Gino keeping it rolling. Actually, a double kill from him. He'll take down Meow as well. And now, at this point, it's just up to these two Hardbreakers. Canada going to take down Sparks. Zad is down and out at the hands of Ufear CE. So at this point, it's just up to the Hibana of Yeagerists in essentially a 1v4 situation. I mean, he's got to deal with the entirety of LB, and Donut lying in wait. Just holds vertical. Gets an easy frag. Canada not paying attention, not really expecting that, and will end up falling there. Canada apparently has game chat glitch, so we're going to pause. So to talk about the bans very quickly, and then we will recap that last round. Ace ban, not too surprising. Teeny bit surprised that it's Ace. Usually we'll see a Thatcher there, sometimes a Maverick, though I think without frags, Maverick has become a lot weaker, and his ban rates, at least on console, seem to have gone down a lot. Even though this is a strong map, typically for Maverick. But not too surprised to see just that hard reach ban from LB. And then the Jackal ban is just a classic comfort ban. The Kaid ban is sort of in response to that Ace ban. Going to be notable because of the fact that that basement hold, which I'll talk about in a second again, now significantly harder to pull off without just sort of opening those hatches up and doing that heavy roam. Although I would say that that is a pretty big risk to take in running that heavy roam, because of the fact that the only real hatch that you can keep closed relatively easily, and even then it's not guaranteed, is that kitchen hatch. You know, Moto hatch and blue hatch, you can't keep them closed exactly without, you know, having a roamer watching them, having a roamer above, or, you know, putting in an evil eye, and none of those are particularly reliable, I would say. As real methods to keep those hatches closed. So without that Kaid, it's going to probably make holding blue, or doing a heavy blue hold on that site, notably more difficult because of the fact that that hatch is just so much easier to open. The last ban, the Azami ban, don't see it too often, but smart ban, I'd say. Just able to remove those Kiva barriers, able to remove a lot of the utility that I've seen. I think both teams at this point likely would get some use out of it. You know, just being able to create angles. Essentially, the Kiva barriers utility is limited by the creativity of the team and by the creativity of the Azami. So truly, it's going to ultimately just come down to the how strong that grows. Bandit trick attempted by Lexi, unfortunately will fail. Wall gets opened. Goyo canister put on the wall will fall here now. About 40 seconds left. Don't know what exactly Lexi was doing there. It's not really how you bandit trick, but I mean, did waste a bit of time. Sparks, however, going to get the first blood for his team. Takes down Jedi Joy. That Osa off the board now. Do believe one, but not both of those Talonades went down, so they still have a way to play this flat wall, play that balcony. Impact will go out. Sparks just cleaning up here on flat wall now. But alas, they don't have that second Talonade shield. Would have likely been a pretty big help to them here. And at this point, LB, I'm sure, just taking a sigh of relief at this point. I mean, they already have the first blood. They already have this opening round, and now they're in a 5v3. They have about half the round to waste, but they have very good position right now. Just in terms of manpower, in terms of what they still hold on to. It seems like Yeagerists isn't really playing terribly aggressively. As I say that, Shooks immediately counteracting what I'm saying, taking out Gino. Zat looking for some kills here, unfortunately for him. Shut down by Sparks. Swinging there. Shooks will fall at the hands of Lexi. Just catches him and easily takes him down. Canada, again, left now to dry in a 1v4 situation. Spots the bandit there of Lexi. Gets the headshot, but loses a lot of his health there. Goyo canister goes out. Sparks. At this point, trying to find somebody, trying to make something happen here. He does still have one of those secondary harbor charges, one of those can openers, but not sure if he's going to elect to use that or not. Trying to find one of these remaining players of LB. 30 seconds left. Spots Sparks there, just playing over on the red side, and Yuffie or CE will finish him off. Good bit of teamwork there by this defending team, by LB, to put themselves up 2-0. So LB now looking to complete a side sweep here. They're going to be going to gym and bedroom, but so far they've seemed to have Yeagerists' number right now. You know, the first round they ran that SSG-esque heavy roam. They didn't run it exactly, but they ran that the fundamentals were the same. You know, extend up into the second floor, not fully into the third floor, so that's why I say sort of esque, and they didn't run the exact same lineup, but extend up into the second floor, bring castle, bring mute, put all the utility up there, force the attacking team to slow down, and then really just deliver the herd as they're trying to push that first floor, that ground floor. And then the second round, that last round that we just saw, I mean, that was... I would dare say that was the Sparks show there. I mean, essentially able to shut down the plant wall push from Yeagerists. And again, we're seeing Yeagerists fall into the category of having one-dimensional pushes right now. I mean, sure, they're getting walls open, but outside of that, they're not really doing much. There's not really a coordinated drive from them. It just seems like, at least right now, admittedly we're only 2 rounds in, but at the moment it just seems like 5 guys solo queuing, trying to win the game. There needs to be somebody sort of leading the charge here for the team, and taking the lead and able to generate another layer of pressure here on this defending team, because right now LB is just being allowed to sort of profit. And as they say, that Gino takes down Canada. Gino looking for a double kill here. Will almost take down Shucks, who loses a lot of health here, but does end up getting that frag onto the warden of LB, and fortunately for Canada, just ran right into him. Don't know what exactly he was doing. I don't think they really droned that out. He just sort of said, screw it, and went in. Wall being opened up now, that jacuzzi wall. And the mirror window set up by Donut, admittedly now unable to man them himself, but this very standard mirror setup here on Logi wall and on bathroom wall is going to allow them some room in terms of just slowing down this push here from Yeagerists. If they want to get through it, though, they're probably going to want to start generating some pressure on Logi's side. Now actually making a bit of a play for the jugular now. EMP's going out. Jedi Joey looking for the plant. He will try to get the start going. Meow takes a quick double kill for himself. And Meow, a freight train right through the objective, finds the remaining members of LB and picks a round up here. A much needed round for Yeagerists.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright. Yeagerists getting a very important round for themselves, denying that side sweep for LB, but now likely going to have to deal with the same, if not a very similar hold here from the defending team. You know, as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and they clearly are going to stick with what they have. Interesting change here from Donut, as he does switch off of the mute and onto a Fenrir. So, it will be interesting to see how these FNAT mines are used by him. From my experience, they're more than anything else a nuisance. They can be incredibly disruptive when they're paired with a player nearby to actually, you know, play off of them. But the thing is that Fenrir requires a level of micromanagement in terms of distributing those codes and placing the FNATs in places that they will, you know, be disruptive to the attacker's push. On the other side, an interesting choice here from Canada, bringing that Brava Clutch drone. You know, plenty of utility for him to convert here between those cap cans, the Fenrir F-Not mines, as well as those Echo Yokai drones. So plenty of opportunity to get them down, but it's just going to be up to him to see if he can land those shots and get those hacks done. Hatch dropped here. Yeagerists already on site, pulling that same play from the last round here. Zat will take down Lexi. Yuffie are making some FaceTime there with Meow. Now gonna look for the plant. Zat with a quick double kill, just securing the line here for Yeagerist. Jedi Joy will get a frag and a donut running into that F-Not mine. Sparks above here, looking for a flank to go down. Lowers Jedi Joy, unable to get the kill, however, gonna run right into Canada. Holding above by Bathrooms, and Shucks closes out a flawless round here for Yeagerists, who seem to finally have found their element. Smart work by Yeagerists. They recognized that same hole of just extending up into bar, and pretty much they just snuck through dirt. They snuck through kitchen, dropped right onto the site, and were able to very quickly and easily get the plant down. I mean, I just think that that's some poor coordination and poor execution from LB, and just not having a guy on site able to stop that. Just letting a team get on OBJ that easily.
Being defused by attackers.
Alright. So, we've now seen 2-round wins here for Yeagerists. They've tied themselves back up after an early falter. And the key to their last 2 victories has just been aggression. They have been going, and also sort of how they're executing. They are playing risky, let's be honest here. But they are getting on site. They are just sort of running on. They are finding the opportunity, whether that's, you know, dropping through a hatch against a kitchen extension, or just sort of jumping into gym here without any footholds to really stop them. They're finding these opportunities right now. As I say, that Juno takes down Shooks there. I think it's spawn peek attempted by him. Quick double kill though. He'll take down Zat as well. The Echo here trying to get his team back on track right now. Wow. What a way to open up this round here. This Bentall's been around in the first half. With a quick 2-piece there. Removing that secondary, actually that hard reach in Zat. Removing that. It's going to be a great help to them. We're probably going to make it a bit harder now to deal with this bandit trick that we saw from Lex. Last round, admittedly, the bandit trick, last time they attacked the site, admittedly that bandit trick was not very good, but typically you bring Habana to open up the top of this right garage wall, top left corner of it, and then you can throw explosives at the bandit there on the wall, or, you know, most traditionally you would use a Capitao in conjunction and throw flame onto them as you're looking for the wall. Jedi Joey takes down Gino. Removing that Echo, certainly going to be some help later in the round should they go for a plant. Spark's going to take down Jedi Joey, however, responding quickly and kind to the loss of his teammate. Meow and Canada, the last 2 left here. As, again, Yeagerists needs to be making a move here, swinging there. Canada finds Lexi, can actually just decide, I'm going to leave now. And falls back, finds Sparks there. Does lower him a tad. He's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, though. As Lexi's watching Red Stairs, spots him, guns him down, and Meow finished off by Sparks. A double kill from the Goyo. Putting this round to bed here for LB. Going up now 3-2.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Okay, so round 3 and round 4. Yeagerists won because they did not push straight through the utility of LB, and because they weren't able to be the aggressors. You know, they did not just simply have a one-dimensional push. In the case of round 3, which was an attack onto this site here, they started off by trying to push across the top floor, you know, doing a cache take towards bedroom, and then they just quickly rotated and looked for an execute on this gym site. We're obviously seeing adjustments here from LB in that they now actually have some footholds here. Probably not enough, but they have more to the point that they will be able to actually make it work. And then the last round there, LB mainly won off of just gaining momentum and building it throughout the round, as well as the fact that Yeagerists sort of struggled to get it going. I mean, sure, they got some kills, but they didn't seem to have a real put-together push here. And the other thing is that they didn't really rotate around and exploit the weaknesses of Yeagerists, pardon me, of LB's hold. Instead, they just pushed right into the utility, you know, right into all the observation blockers and ADSs and everything posted up on rafters. Here, actually falling at the hands of Zat there. Wall being opened up now. Donut gonna have to rotate around, try and find a safer spot for himself here. Nitro will go out, unfortunately unable to find anything. Sparks takes down Meow. Donut with a kill of his own here. Gonna return back to his mirror window here. Spotted by the drone there of Zat. But losing that smoke is bad news, Bears, for LB. Sure, they have this man advantage. Sure, they still have this wall here, this jacuzzi with this bathroom wall in the mirror that's associated with this. Sure, they still have, you know, Logi control and the mirror over there, as Gino will get a pick for himself onto Shooks. Seemingly just shaking this Yeagerists push. So sure, they have that, but they did lose that smoke. A real key player. I mean, 30 seconds of push, 30 seconds of plant denial, taken off the board in one fell swoop. Just, unfortunately for Yeagerists, even with that opening frag onto UFC, they were unable to really make much else happen out of that. I think Zat and Jedi Joey are kind of scrambling, trying to figure out what move to go for next, and LB Donut lying in wait, takes down Jedi Joey, and easy pickings for him there. Zat gonna open up this wall there over on Khan's side. Might be looking to rotate around now, try and push up main. I think he might realize that it appears to be Lex. Actually, pardon me. I think Sparks lying in wait below might realize at this point that there's a player going up main. Spots him, gets his feet, gets the round for LB Donut and the rest of LB, who will take a 4-2 lead at half. 5-3-3-3-2, 7-6-4-2-2. So, not a great half there for Yeagerists. They struggled to convert their opening frags into, you know, momentum that they can carry through the round. Their pushes ended up becoming rather sluggish and one-dimensional. They also struggled with simply pushing through the utility and the hold that LB had established. LB, on the other hand, just overall good work there. Ended up letting up 2 rounds. because of mistakes made during site setup and, you know, actually anchoring on the site, let Yeagerists get on OBJ very easily and get a plant down.
5 seconds to go.
Now, for LB, if they want to put this away here, they have a 2-round lead. They have, you know, an entire half to try and use that and really forward their goals here. As Meow gonna score one on Gino there, unfortunately. Through that Ash, he will end up falling. Bad start right now for LB. Without the Ash charges, might have a bit more difficulty in clearing out some of these bandit charges, possibly getting some vertical play going onto either side of the objective. Sparks looking maybe from afar to get a frag. He'll take down Meow. Wow. Headshot from downtown there. 4v4 situation. Might be looking for a second kill for himself now. Thermite charge will go out. Bandit trick there by Zat. Thank you, Zat, for actually properly bandit tricking. Like Lexi. In the first half, we have somebody that actually seems to know how to bandit trick. I mean, still one EMP left here. I think they're getting ready to do it, and Lexi with that Capitao could still be an issue if Zat wants to try and trick, because Lexi still has those 2 flames, as well as Sparks being kind of a nuisance here on this CC Valk. Thermite charge will go down there. Does detonate. I think Zat just too far off to successfully trick it. Plant wall will be opened up, but did take them a lot of utility. I mean, CE spent, I think, what, 1 or 2 EMP charges. Shooks takes down Donut there. The Thermite dead, but he did use all of the utility. Another downside, I'd say. What are you doing? Jedi Joey killed there. Why? Just why? You're mute. Why are you running out across this whole balcony here? Why are you looking for that? Sparks, you fear CE gonna try and put this round back together after some baffling choices by both teams. Canada takes down You Fear CE. Sparks the last one left here. Trying to continue to be sort of the vanguard here for LB. And Zat will get the headshot there, take down Sparks. Put the round away here. Bring Yeagerists a bit closer to tying it up now. So Yeagerists, if they want to win this, obviously they have to, you know, come back from a 2-round deficit, which isn't impossible, let's be honest here. If they want to win this, they are going to need to have a roam presence, and they are going to need to have their anchors hold at the end of the round. Their roam presence, from what I saw in their match against Durag, can be very disruptive, but that's only if they choose to actually have that. So if they can get that going and throw LB off rhythm, that will be very helpful. The other thing to keep in mind is that a lot of the rounds in Yeagerist's game against Durag were determined by whether or not their anchors could hold down the site. You know, that's how Durag scored their first round win on attack in that game. It was just because they had the man advantage and they managed to force their way onto the objective, and ultimately the anchors couldn't hold.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So that's going to be their keys to victory, really, is those 2 things. Zat pulling out the Fenrir here, a Solis in play for Jedi Joey, and just find it interesting to see how this Solis is used. Seems like it's pulled out once in a blue moon for a lot of teams. Can be very helpful, that Specchio sensor, in finding a lot of the utility of the attacking team. Just a bit surprised to see it being used as roam. Now sends that out, shuts down the breach charge set up by Sparks, and interestingly enough, this LB breach charge will go through, finally able to get going here. Does have to spend a bit of time now trying to deal with Jedi Joey, even though he has fallen back now, just trying to sort of apply a bit of false pressure here onto this gym side, onto this bedroom side here. As quick look at this LB lineup here, I think might be Gino holding an angle here onto that con side. They're trying to pressure him out at this point, but he's already wasted a minute of their time. Headshot by Jedi Joey now shuts down Gino. Looking for a second one here, possibly. It's gonna be Sparks trying to get a frag. Canada takes down Lexi. Gonna remove that Iana now. Gonna remove some of that soft reach that he might bring some intel as well through that Gemini hologram. As Sparks takes down Jedi Joey. Swinging now Canada with a quick attempt at finishing off CE. Sparks, however, going to shut that down. Another swing. Wow. Shooks playing very aggressive. Going to immediately have to pay for it, though. Donut takes down Shooks. And CE, I mean, barely survived that. He did get rezzed by Sparks. Sparks got a very impressive play. Quick double kill for himself and for LB, but ultimately didn't survive that encounter. And wow. I mean, 3 players, well, 3 guys roaming for Yeagerists. All of them just go out and swing and try and get the kill. You know, the first attempt, Jedi Joey fighting them off, but ultimately just lost the gunfight. Canada stepped right up afterwards and got his dome taken straight off. And then Shooks was the last one. Probably the most successful of the 3 in that he actually got a kill before he died. But still, I don't see the need for them to be sending 3 guys out to swing and to die. 30 seconds left here, just about, as I think U4C realizes the fact that Yeagerists left this third side empty. Meow taking a bit of damage now, trying to hold down the line here, trying to hold the objective. With about 15 seconds left, U4C sends out a Gone 6 charge, opens up the barricade, trying to now push on the dirt side, trying to find Zat. Zat lowered now. He's down but not out. Meow will take down U4CE, and Canada, revenge from the grave onto LB Donut. Hits him with the frost mat. And brings his team back to even. I don't entirely understand how you managed to have that happen, how you managed to hit a frost mat.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Good work in these past few runs from Yeagerists. They do manage to catch up here. You know, as I was saying, you know, just a prime example there. We saw Jedi Joey particularly wasting their time, destroying drones, denying them real control of bedroom, and getting that frag before it gets traded out. And then, you know, on the other half of things, Meow in particular, as well as I believe it was Zat on site, able to just finish the round out, waste that final minute, 45 seconds, somewhere around there, of time, stop LB's push there. Just very helpful for them.
Attackers' objective is to locate
I think at this point, Jedi Joey trying to find a drone. Unfortunately, just not able to find anything there really for his team. As I was saying, with that Solis, I find it a bit interesting that it's primarily used as a roam. I could see it also being used at times on site. I'm surprised that I never really see that happen. Mainly, I think because of the fact that it's only really in use as assistance to an attempt at a trick. Sparks just gonna ding-dong ditch. It appears that gym window, opens it up with the sledgehammer, and I don't know exactly why they put the barricade there instead of on gym door. I mean, sure, not putting it on gym door allows that rotation, but it also becomes a lot easier to remove it if it's on the window. Case in point, Sparks being able to very easily just put a sledgehammer to it, or, you know, if it wasn't him, somebody else could have just used a breach charge on it. NBC Canada takes down Sparks. Speak of the devil, Gino also KIA, unfortunately for LB, as Donut, Ufir, and Lexi are going to try and reestablish the pace here for this attacking team. Donut just sends out a couple bursts, takes down Jedi Joey, a headshot into the soul. He's going to get his team back in the lead now. Nitro, actually, Lexi appears to have fallen off the building and is DBNO right now. Nitro will go out there from Meow. Unfortunately, just finds nothing but air. So he's going to be looking to play this Logi. Mira gets flashed, courtesy of Donut, who's above right now. Maybe looking to play this hatch now. Maybe looking to get a frag here. Down's going to go out now, trying to use that drone to his advantage. As 40 seconds left. Man advantage firmly in the hands of Yeagerists. Everything seems to be going their way right now. They could very easily pick up this next round, pick up a lead here. I think their first lead in a while, actually. Yeah, they've been trailing basically the entire game. Either trailing or tied, and right now looking to put themselves in the lead here. UPC exchanging shots there with Meow, who's going to take a lot of damage there from Donut, but does manage to finish him off. Secure Logi now trying to push forward here. And Zat with a quick two-piece for himself. Just a 1-2 punch there. And knocks out Yeagerists. So Yeagerists... One sec, sorry. I'm trying to multitask here. Anyways. Yeagerists back in the lead. The key thing there was just that they wasted a lot of time. Or, if you want to look at it from LB's perspective, that LB was very, very slow. I think that's the more accurate way to describe it, in that they were still outside with a minute left, having to deal with Lexi, who is over here, along with UFC, both of them are at the stat line. 3, 6, and 1. They have each of them have a .5 KD, and they're having to worry about one of their players dropping off the roof of a building and downing themselves. They need to be getting a push going. They need to have an actual substantive push. So now Gino takes down Jedi Joey. Good opening frag right now for LB. Might be able to help them get over the hump and get themselves back to tied, but for the first time in this match, they are trailing Yeagerists here. We're going to be looking to, you know, put this game away right now. At least move towards that. I mean, they're one round away from match point here. Sparks is killed, unfortunately. For LB losing that top frag, certainly going to do them no favors here. UFC taking a bit of damage, trying to exchange shots there with the Wamai of Shooks over on Raptor's side, as I think they're sort of recouping here, trying to reorient their push, flip it away from Flatwall, away from Raptors, more towards this con side. Actually, the big question is Meow, and how effective is he going to be at stymieing their push here? Immediately dealing with some pressure through that wall. Gino takes a lot of damage, but it will pick off Meow, ultimately able to catch him off guard and use that to get the frag. And now, about half the round left, just under. This cash wall being opened up right now. Zat did not have a bandit battery on the wall. Gino now trying to hold this here. Spots actually Canada from afar. Zat takes down one here on Youth here. CE looking down range, trying to find another. Get headshot on Alexi now. Canada trying to exchange shots with Gino, trying to push him back a bit here. But so far, this push is sort of slowed to a halt at this point. Canada takes down Gino now. And Donut, the last one left. Eyeing a potential match point here. Donut in a 1v3 situation. Just lost Gino. Just lost technically control of comms. Still has that breach charge there that was opened up, or that hole that was opened up by Gino. But not a good situation for him. Swing by Zat. A 3K from the Bandit. More than enough to push Yeagerists to match point now. Hi, model. How are you? What's up?
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to go. Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Drone going out.
Sorry, one sec. Trying to multitask here. Not my strength, really. Yeagerists, however, with a 2-round lead, looking to put this game away now. They have plenty of opportunities here. I mean, they have strong sight of theirs. Looking to just keep this rally going. They already have a sight sweep, put some wind in their sails with that, and feathering the cap, really, and getting that 4th round there in that rally. Now looking to get a 5th here. Mira set up onto this blue side, a bit surprised to see the Mira being played, especially in this manner and on this site. But I think that that's an interesting approach, considering that the Kaid is off the board, so they can't really play in blue very heavily. Canada takes down one. Zat will get a frag of his own. Catches Gino just running across right in front of him. Smarts again down here. Might spell doom potentially for LB. A run out attempted there by Solis, by Jedi Joey, but didn't really find anything. Certainly finding the attention of Donut, who's going to swing around. Bullpen by Jedi Joey, straight through the wall. Get some very nice bullet penetration, and wow. Great luck for him, terrible luck for Donut. Fortunately, that buck is killed here. You fear CE and Lexi gonna strike back, however. And at this point, I mean, they need to be getting something moving. They still have a good amount of utility here. They still have, you know, Gemini holograms. They have EMPs. They have frags. They have that. They just used their last DE1D scan, but they had scans. They have drones. They have drones left by their teammates as well. They just have to actually make use of it. Now, Canada trying to peek off of this mirror window. And Canada Pokeballs! You fear CE. Oh dear. So now they have to put the match in the hands of Lexi here. With 15 seconds left to try and put this away. Throws a frag, gets caught by a magnet. Canada's holding that angle. Bit of a slow peek from him. Did not go well, unfortunately for him. Headshot by Lexi. Gonna now run onto site. Look for the plant now. And... oh... was running onto site. Was looking for a spot to plant and took just a smidge too long. Barely. That's gotta be just heartbreaking for LB. They will fall 7-4 to Yeagerists. 13-7, 11-4, 6-7, 6-7, 4-9, 11-8, 6-8, 8-9, 5-7, 4-8.